I live my day as if it was the last. Live my day as if there was no past. Doing it all night, all summer.
Hello guys! Hola. Hello guys, today we are going to talk about the similarities between constructivism and critical pedagogy.
Many of us have been immersed in an educational area like schools,
Universities,
academies.
on our families,
In each of these areas, we have managed to learn different thoughts,
ideas.
or we have just simply learned to apprehend knowledge in order to survive in our community.
However, we are never asked ourselves which methods justify the way and instruments that are used for learning.
So now,
First one, constructivism.
Constructivism is an active process in which learners build their own knowledge and understandings of the world through experience and the continuous reflection of it.
This experience is an active process of construct the students that imply the creation of meanings.
But who did talk about this constructivism? Well, it will be John Dewey in the mid 19th or end 20th century. Who, by means of the educational progressive movement, talk about the importance of educators engaging their students in significant activities, but connected with the real world in where there is always an opportunity for reflection. They appear John Dewey.
Oh, yeah. I remember once when a teacher showed to us some images for a speaking session. And all of us have different points of view depending on what each other of us have lived. Sometimes it was funny because there were people who said crazy things, but in other cases it was shocking for the vast experience that people had had.
That's cool. Let's try to see what happened with us.
Okay, let's go. For the reason, if we're talking about reflection and individuals, and it's very important that to keep in mind the diversity of learning, who is immersed in learning such as race, gender, and sexuality, which are products of cultural influences more than physical filters.
So now, here you go with 3 important principles for the construction of knowledge.
The first one,
Knowledge is socially constructed.
okay. The second one is learning in an active process. The third one is knowledge is built for experiences.
Each individual is immersed in learning situations from which they point out and evoke knowledge that they have already built. Thanks to the sharing of experiences, the group of learners reconcile these ideas and experiences in order to reach their understanding.
This pedagogical approach gives us a very particular overview about the students' role during their learning process.
This is where we can find a close relation with the perspective of critical pedagogy. To talk about the critical perspective, we have the great contributions of Paulo Freire, who through the pedagogy of the press criticized the educational process in order to change the vertical social rules in our society against this type of behavior.
Either the constructivism and the critical approach position the students as the center of learning, but with active and dynamic functions where creative problems become their way of generating valid and concrete questions with the reality of the subject itself.
In the sense that awareness becomes in another meeting point, each individual becomes an actor of their own change in social and identity position. According to the perception that the person achieves in their context, we can talk about humanization. This aspect is developed in the moment in which the recognition of the human being is not mechanized system, but it is a subject that is suitable for the analysis, reflection, and dynamic. So that's what we want to improve and want to show you the relation between
Constructivism and critical pedagogy. Thank you so much for watching our video and subscribing. I'm sorry, no.
We love you.